this is Cinema.
And this is Johannes.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And welcome back to another Rambling Reviews, where we give you 2 reviews in one video. In this one, it might be more in more other videos, but this one, it's 2 in one. For magic stuff and reviews.
First game of today is Brew.
That's this game right here, and this is a new game coming from Pandasaurus Games. It is launching in stores right about now. So, fresh off the print. This is a dice placement game where you are placing dice and taking names. I just have to say that when you say dice, like it's one of the most perfect names for anything ever. You place dice either like to do actions or to gather resources so that you can brew potions, or you can train these creatures that give you special abilities throughout the game. What you're also trying to do is to get majority in the forest so that you can claim that at the end of the round to score you what you want in life, which is victory points.
Yes.
That's what you're doing in the game, placing dice. Very simple actions. You basically place it and you take some stuff for most of the time, and you brew potions with that stuff, and you get creatures which are cozy and nice, and they will maybe kill you.
There's very cute creatures in the game. I really like the artwork and the look of the game. There's a little like flimsy cards, I feel like, but
very much.
Other than that, I have no complaints about how the game looks and feels.
The cards are thin. I don't know why. They shouldn't be this thin. I don't mind thin like player boards and stuff, but cards which are shuffling
and handling,
should not be this thin. That is a problem. But doesn't matter if the game is amazing, so let's talk about the gameplay. What do you think?
I think it was okay.
Yeah.
I think like the way that you place dice into the forest, both to get resources and to fight for majority, is interesting.
Yeah.
I think that is a balance between which resources do I want, because you can get resources in other ways too. And which forest do I want to sneak in and try the majority for? And you can also like brew potions with special abilities. And I think like the placement of the dice is an interesting enough mechanism.
Yeah, for me there's actually quite a few things I do like here.
Yeah.
I enjoy like there's this little set collection thing with the creatures and the forests.
Yeah,
and,
with the seasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what I like the most is the majority of the forest, because it's very tight, and it's kind of, you have some take that elements you can manipulate. You can use some elemental dice, which you have 2 of, and then you have these other dice which just give you resources. And the elemental dice can do things like stop other dice from being counted. You can also use potions to move the dice around so that you can, at the end of the round, you can just do like boop, 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 and manipulate what things are going on. I do like the fact that you can only play one of these potions each round, so you cannot just wait till the end of the round. Like if you're lost, then you would probably just win, because you could just like boom, 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 and just move everything around and do what you want. The thing which I do not like that much is that it feels to me that when I have the resources for something, I'm just gonna buy it because it gives me points. And the abilities are good, but it's not like, oh, this costs 2 resources, this costs 7. Is that 7 that much better? It might be in like some situations, but for me, the times we have played, I feel like I'm gonna go for those 2 points, because 2 points are good. And if I can get those 2 points every round instead of getting like 4 points for 7 resources instead, that is worse.
Yeah, I don't feel like both in the potions and the creatures that gives me any mind-blowing interesting decisions. I buy a potion if I can afford it, and I use it when like I see fit. And also the creatures, I try to get a variety in color so I can match them up with a forest later. But also there's some neat abilities there, but nothing too that excites me, like that I'm making like my strategy around, kind of.
No, I do think there are, the design is very smooth. I do like to have that town board which flips around from day to night, so it changes. So if I want to take that ability, I do have to take it now, or else it's going to be 2 rounds until I can take it, and there's only like 4 rounds in the game, so that's not going to be something you have the time to wait for. So there are, I agree with you what you say, because there are a lot of things that works very well, and a lot of things that works well together, but it doesn't really excite me or make me feel like my decisions are super meaningful. I will say though, like if and it's always like some games, this is not a bad game by any means, but for me it wasn't something I was amazed by. And it's like when we review games, like there's a big distinction between those things, because I think for a family audience, like this says 10 plus, if you're just like getting into games or you want to play something and you don't mind that, take that, or the element of you can, if your parents or your kids do something to destroy your plants, if that's okay with you, I think this might be a good family game. Is this the best game I ever played? No, but I think it will be good for some groups. That's like my honest opinion about that.
Actually, I struggle to find negative things to say about this game because clearly this is not meant for me as an audience. I think this game is very good for the group that I think it's marketed for. And as you said, I think that is a lot of things that you enjoy here, but for me, I don't get like excited to play this game again.
No, I agree. And it's not because it's light, it's not because it's just like, there's just not that. And I do have those tense feelings sometimes with the forest card, that manipulation, that element I really enjoy, but everything else just falls a bit short to make me super excited.
Yeah, I
so
agree.
What do you want to rate this game?
I think this is a little above average for me, so I think this is a 5.5.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can jump on your 5.5. That makes it a 10.11 and 11 of 22. I don't know. It's that game. Brew 5.5. It's a decent game. Check it out if it looks interesting to you.
Yes.
Next up, then we have this game, Mercado de Lisboa, from two designers. One designer called Julian Pombo, and the other one you might have heard about called Vital Lacerda.
Who's that? No.
Oh, he made some really good heavy games.
Yeah, we love Vital's games.
And I was super excited when this was on Kickstarter and people played it, and many people played it like on TTS and all of that. We don't do that. We didn't check any of that digital stuff because I want to play the game in the flesh.
Yes.
So we backed it on Kickstarter and was super excited because it's a lighter, shorter game from Lacerda, which is something that should be interesting.
That is intriguing.
Should be interesting, right?
It should be. Well, I really like the mechanism that they have taken from Lisboa and try to explore that, but I don't like the way that they have done it.
So basically the game is, if you have played Lisboa, you know the mechanism. It's, you have a lot of spaces around a square, and when somebody places something that matches something that's placed in the middle, you score for it. If you place something in the middle that matches something on the outside, you score for it. And in Lisboa, that's a huge part of the game. It's a big part of the game. Here it's the whole game, and it's not really fun.
Well, I think that in Lisboa, this is a very slow. Lisboa is a kind of a slow burning game because the action that you do, like filling up the city, it takes a lot of time, especially in the beginning, and you're trying to set out like these scorings that might affect you and other players like a long time in the future. But here it all goes so fast, and I don't know, but it just isn't interesting to me. I feel like no matter what I do, it's pretty obviously what is the best thing to do, and it's not very exciting to think about. And like the way you score, I'm just going to take the thing that gives you most points to block you, or I'm going to take the one that gives me the most points. I don't know.
There is just like, there's a couple of things I do not like. It feels kind of random, especially because you take these customers and then you reveal another customer. So if I take something like, oh, I'm going to take this now because it's good for me and it's good for you, so I take it now and I place it somewhere you don't want to place it so that I score the most points. And then you uncover something that's a lot better for you, and you are after me in turn order, and you just get more points because that just randomly happened because you had placed that. No strategy, nothing I could have done about it. It's just because that randomly happened, which is okay, I guess, because it's just a 25-minute game. So it's not like a 2-hour game just based on luck. But it's, I'm never, like, there are decisions here, and the decisions are, you can play this game horribly and you can play it good.
Yeah.
But on top of that, there's a lot of these random elements, and everything is very tactical. Like, there's no, I don't feel like there's some strategy here. Maybe there are some like strategy points, or it's good to start here, or good to do this or that. But when you play it, I feel like, okay, you place there, so I have only this money, so I can place over there. Maybe that might be good. Oh, I try to do that, and then later in the game you of course try to maybe take these special restaurants away from somebody so they don't get to place it in between all of their special, or you block some space they want to place in. So there's these kind of things, but it's all tactical and it's fine, but the scoring just, it doesn't excite me. It just feels okay. I know most people love this game, but I sadly don't.
Yeah, I and the money also is hidden, and that isn't something that I like. That is the point, though. But I don't like in the middle of the game think, how many money do you have? Should I maybe place it there instead? No, I'm just going to do what's best for me, though. But
Yes.
but
Because most of the time you have 4 coins to pay for the thing you want to place.
yeah. And yeah, it's as you said, it doesn't excite me. The game being a very tactical game with some luck and simple mechanisms isn't something that is negative in
No.
itself.
If it was an amazing game.
Yeah, but it just isn't done in a way that excites me. I don't know. I wanted to like this game. I really wanted to do it because I like the mechanism when it's presented in Lisboa.
Yes.
And I thought it would work like fine in itself, but it isn't meaty enough for me. Kinda.
No, and meaty then doesn't mean heavy. Like
No.
that mean meaningful decisions
Yes.
and things feeling good. And like it feels for me that they've taken a part of Lisboa and just put it in a box, and here's the new game. There's of course a couple of new things added, but it just feels like that. It feels like, okay, you have this here and you go through the motions and you do it. I was just really disappointed. I wanted to like it. We played it a few times, like, don't really like it. Played a few more times. Still didn't really feel like I was getting anything out of it.
People are enjoying it, so
Yes.
we might be wrong, but it wasn't a hit for us.
No, it wasn't. We played 2 and 3 players. We haven't played 4, so maybe the game is amazing at 4 players and only at 4 players. I don't know. But that is just the way it is for us. So rating.
What do you want to start?
I think I'm gonna give it like a 5.5.
Yeah.
I think it's not bad, and I think many people will like it. But for me, I don't need to play it again. It may be even a 5. I'm gonna give it a 5.
Yeah, I was like between a 4.5 and a 5. But it's not like I'm not disgusted by the game, no, in any way.
Ugh.
No, but I felt like below 5 is a little like maybe harsh.
I agree.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a below average game for me.
Yeah, I'm going to stick it at a 5.
Yeah, it was just fell flat for us.
Yes.
Flat like
Boom.
this.
Oh, that's sad.
And that is the end of another rambling review. We hope this helped you look at a couple more games and see if they will be interesting to you. If you have any questions about the game, let us know in the comments and we might answer them. Or we will answer them, but we might answer them in a good way or a horrible way. We do not know because we don't know everything about every game in the world, even though it might look that way. And that is the end. If you are still here and you have not subscribed, please do so now. It's free and it's fun and it makes us happy, like this. If you want to do something that's not free but still fun, you can go to patreon.com/boardgamingramblings and help us support there. Give us your support if you have the means. That means a lot to us. And that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Senva.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings. And bye-bye.